everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, two of the best defenses in the NFL will be in action. Each ranks in the top 10 in fewest points allowed. It's the Texans going up against the Vikings. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever. But sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus.
Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The ball carrier there, Adrian Peterson, he turned 31 back in March.
But after his return from knee surgery a few years ago, that incredible return, I don't think we look at his number the same way as we do a lot of running backs who turn 30.
Yeah, I agree. And right now, standing 17th all-time in the NFL rushing ranks. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Bridgewater now. This will be caught inside the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do yes, They can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
Yeah,
like
he's my gadget.
Now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, looking to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, geez.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Taylor to throw on second down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now Taylor on first down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game. And now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And they'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Taylor under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He's got the completion to Strong. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller.
Got 5 touchdowns rushing and 3 receiving.
8 on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Oh, man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I might have to research that, because a wide receiver pass with
carry
him
over the back line of the end
great.
zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and
He is so deadly. I had no idea. Like, I had never used him before.
Are you
He is
scoreboard
fun.
watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Bridgewater now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him?
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Oh, the hurdle. Oh, really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, there we go. Cordell Patterson doing what he does best.
Cordell Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the
hit,
but
incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left.
Oh, why didn't he go for that? He didn't swat, he didn't do shit. I'm upset.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Oh, there we go. Game changer.
No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't. You got to do it. Yep. Braxton Miller got 2 TDs. It's Litwood. I'm sicky.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team. The good signal callers will never go back and play the blame game because they need those guys.
No, when you wear the red and blue shoes, they look super good,
but
they lost their not quite with the red and pink.
And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to try and run this with Miller. Cuts left. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Strong grabs it over the middle. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to a fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
I was like, get the fuck. I was like, I'm not doing this.
On second down, here's Taylor. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it.
Fidel Castro.
Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Because I don't think he was focused. I think he was focused on his assignment, and then I just threw it past him.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send
like if he had been in the zone, he
away.
probably would have picked it, but he was actually trying to cover somebody.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball
Oh
away.
shit, I died.
Good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Flush to his right, and he'll just chuck this one up.
I hope we get Leonard
Roche.
Fournette in the
It's
draft.
incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's
I
the
hope we get
exact
Leonard.
right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Bridgewater again. Being chased out left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Yeah, I would have thrown the ball away in case Bridgewater got hurt. Oh, RG knee. RG ouch, my knee, help.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And complete, right side to tight end Rudolph. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Design run for their wideout. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Get ready.
2nd down, Bridgewater. forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they
He's got
signal
like
for a
88
timeout.
speed.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
No, like I was in practice mode with like Braxton Miller, and this man like almost ran me down. I was so afraid for my life.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, Tyrod, what are you doing?
Incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They go play action with Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time in the ball, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's a negative.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They go read option with Griffin. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter.
Why'd I throw that? I'm pissed.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd.
Besides that
first
one
half
throw,
showed us some pretty good offense.
That
tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
That's go.
But overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
I don't care. That's go.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got.
No, for two good defensive teams, we are not stopping
because
shit.
they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Yep.
Gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play.
Well, they're having both is great.
Defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive
They both
linemen.
block shit
They
like
didn't allow
instantly.
that to happen. They
Works
created
for
a
me.
crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A little bit.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that
Cookies,
he had
did
no
I tell
time
you
to look downfield
I might
and set
be going
himself
to
to throw
the
ball.
official Playboy
And as he
party
tried
in
to do
Houston?
that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Bridgewater.
Yep.
Over the middle, he's got
Might be a thing. Because my one of my really good friends works at the club that's hosting it. And
So
like
much
they already
about this
flew
game
down
is just
and
understanding situations and then having
like,
to execute it.
fitted all the girls for Playboy bunny costumes.
Don't let them get
And
there.
she can
They
usually
rallied
get me
and
in
made
for
the
free
tackle.
like on like normal nights. And if she can get me in, she will. Like that's not a problem. But it's just how
And the
strict
kicks
her
away
boss
as
is
he
going to be.
angles
You know?
this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
I'm
And
just
the side judge
happy.
says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
That shit's some funny though.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Well, now they'll try the end around. Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. The 40. And he cuts it right into space. Touchdown, Houston.
Hands the goat, I swear to God.
Braxton Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense,
I'm saying, like, I don't know,
I don't
like,
care what they do now.
I don't know what they
commit
gave
as
this.
many
Like, I don't know how many
people as it
push-ups he
takes
does, what
to
kind of
slowing
sit-ups he
him
does,
down
what kind of
running the
juice he
football.
drinks.
Even if they
But
want to
the
hit me over
man's
the top on play
a
action,
beast.
I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me.
I mean, it's not just this game. Like, it was against the Titans too.
Smart quarterback.
And he's going to be met at the line
Against the Titans in practice all the time. The first play, or not the first play of the game. It was like the 3rd or 4th play of the game. It was the first one.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you?
And that first
Almost by
one for
name,
Braxton,
right?
that first long
was a very
touchdown when he
tough
hit.
sequence for the offensive line, but how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A second down throw for Bridgewater.
Here we go, Shaq Barrett.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
You know what? I think I'm good.
For the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'm mad. I had quarterback in pain
and
not shit happened.
Hand out the grade sheets. He's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He's
I audible the quarterback in pain.
But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
Like that's where I was one. I was like, where they at? Where the defenders at?
34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident.
Big Bad Eli, Big Bad Eli.
But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
What is this, baseball?
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Oh, why'd I hit that? Why'd I hit that?
I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
I'm upset.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Forbath to add the extra point.
Facebook Live.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
That shit's annoying. I'll be getting notifications like, oh, so-and-so live on Facebook. I don't care.
This is taken near the 13. And they're
They
going to
did.
start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see this.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now.
For real,
dog.
This shit is terrible.
And the Texans have broken the tie.
Oh, I missed this.
Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Man's is
Peterson
killing
alone
you.
in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Bridgewater a give. This is Peterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
What you mean a half, man? It's the third. Yeah.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not
I'm
there.
really mad I keep calling quarterback in pain, and none of these
Pull it down and
motherfuckers
run
want to
for
break
it.
off.
And he
Like, I'm really
slides
upset this
down
keeps
and
happening.
avoids the hit for good measure.
Bridgewater on first down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple.
Yeah, he would have just died.
Long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw
He
things
would have
up.
just turned
Whether
into
it's on
death.
your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Why'd they get picked?
Exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with an acrobatic catch. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So they're going to go for 2.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key to tight end. Here we go.
Taylor going to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive.
How do you catch that? I'm literally on top of
the
you.
50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it
But like
mildly.
you were
Now
in a
they can't
station,
afford to do
you were in
that
a
again.
stationary
Now can they
position,
get
and I was like literally right there
space down
holding
their
this,
mouth here?
like the SWAT button.
Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Jesus.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by Treadwell. They give him 13 yards there on the play.
The awareness is not there.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified.
Don't worry, coach, I got
It was
it.
a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Partner,
the fact that Teddy is this
sometimes
fast
you just
because
got to
he's
know
black
when
is
the
really
clock is going
infuriating.
off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Oh, y'all all suck. I'm trading everybody.
It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the
Man saw J. Davian Clowney, Whitney Merciless, and J.J. Watt. Was like, fuck this shit.
So hard on their mechanics. And they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Get ready! Force! Tiger! Force!
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. That is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these.
That he will take this.
You would point his ACL on that.
For a Viking touchdown. RG3, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well,
that was anticlimactic.
Felt like they
I was
needed
like, I'm kind of nervous.
back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into
I would have had
game,
faith in my.
and
I would have had faith in
some
my
of the
defense or
data
something.
says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Yeah, that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? the guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now it's Taylor. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Taylor. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Taylor going to throw it. And he can't get a throw.
No one's going to block.
He's taken down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Oh, what? I hit X. I hit X. What the fuck was he
Strong,
doing?
the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor.
It was still wide open, too.
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
I know Adrian Peterson can run away from you in the open field, but he is not a guy that shies away.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And it's 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Bridgewater will try and throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by one here in the final moments. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Hey.